sometimes it's like one of those days where you're just like, what the heck's it, a full moon or something? The kids are acting like a bunch of monsters out there, and we're like, what is going on? How do we reel them in? How do we get them to focus, right? And then once one does it, and then you have 2 and 3, and next thing you know, you have a whole team full of monsters going on. But it's not, I don't blame it on the swimming or, oh, there was a party last night and there was, that stuff is just going to happen. It could have been just one of those days that kids were outside, they were doing all those things, but, sometimes one kid just triggers another one and then it just goes crazy. But sometimes what happens is us as coaches, we're so locked in sometimes to doing a specific drill or we really want to work on something, and we find that the little things just throw us off. So when a kid's goofing around and we're trying to be serious, it's like, it just seems much worse than it really is sometimes. So I think that, kids are going to be kids. Kids are going to, go swim just like we did. You probably played some of your best games when you were sick and didn't even feel good. You thought, there's no way I can have a good game. I feel like crap. I think I have the flu. And next thing you know, you go 3 for 4 and you're like, there's no reason. Maybe you're concentrated more harder. Who knows? But there's going to be days, and you don't want to be sending out text messages. Hey, I want the kids to be in by 11. Our game's at 2. Make sure they get. Who knows what? It does make it hard, and I think that there is a lot of balancing one over the other. But I think you're going to have an awesome practice next practice. I don't think there's anything wrong with when that's happening, bringing them in, stopping them real fast. I'm like, guys, we need to reset. Get a drink of water, come out here, and let's get ready to go. And almost like reset practice in a way to where you're just addressing it, you're recognizing it, you're bringing it back together, and then, start all over again. Not start all over again, but you know what I mean? Kind of resetting that, or move on to another drill. Change into, maybe you do some hitting and then you go right back to fielding again or something like that. But I think we all go through that with all ages, not just 8-year-olds. There's times when our 14-year-olds we're like, what's going on with these guys today? These guys
they had the prom the night before, they had a dance, and we all go through it. I think the one thing for keeping players focused, and we go through it in a lot of our classes here, there always seems to be that one, maybe 2 kids that are goofing off and make it tough or challenging for the rest of the guys. So I always split them up. I make sure that if I've got 2 goofballs that, they're the class clown at practice, they are separated, they're in 2 different stations, and they're on opposite sides of the field of one another to make sure that, they're not bringing the other guys down with them. You keep them moving. You don't give them an option. It's fast-paced. There's not a lot of standing around, and those 2 kids that, tend to goof off a lot are going to be in separate groups and doing separate drills far away from one another.